Hi friends! So it's about time I jumped onto the YouTube train with me, Jasmine. I am the maker at Linen Bouquet on Instagram, and I also have a blog, linenbouquet.com. I will be here just showing what I do every week. Be a little family stuff, things that I'm buying, whatever's going on in my sewing space, that's what I plan to share with you. And I'm really excited to be here, so thanks for watching my video. So a little bit about myself. I've been sewing now for 8 years. Whenever I was pregnant with our first daughter, I had this notion that every baby needs a quilt. I was really hesitant to buy a baby set for our daughter's room and the crib because I just had this idea that a quilt would be the perfect bedding for her. So my husband bought me a little sewing machine. It was a brother machine, and I quickly wore it out because it just wasn't very strong, but it got the job done for what I needed, and I wasn't sure if I was even gonna like sewing. I started my first quilt whenever she was a baby, and the whole thing fell apart, you know. I pretty much messed up on the binding. It wasn't done right. I even attempted to hand quilt it. That's how determined I was. And at the end of the whole quilt, I was shocked by how much I disliked quilting. And I was like, how does anybody quilt these huge bedspreads and quilt for years and years and years? I just thought, this is really time consuming and there's a million steps. I was really overwhelmed by it, and my project did not come out well. At the time, I was just following one sewing blog, and the person didn't really give instructions. It was more like pictures and pretty things that she was showing. So I liked that because I was intimidated by patterns at that point. I created things by what I thought they were supposed to come together, like if that makes sense. I pretty much like reverse engineered things to somehow come to the end product, and that's why my quilts were really messed up. So I started getting more into I guess blogs, and I tried to look at YouTube videos, but I still didn't understand what I was doing. I was about 24 at the time. I just thought, I'm gonna try this again. Maybe the next time will be easier. There are lifelong quilters out there. They must be enjoying this process, right? I went in searching for fabric, and then I stumbled upon some really cute designs by Riley Blake, and that's whenever I really started getting obsessed with quilting and fabric. Whenever I saw those really cute Tasha Noel prints, that I became obsessed with. And then I was pregnant with my second daughter by that time. So they're 2 years apart, and I attempted a little bit more using Pinterest and other pictures that I saw, still not using a pattern. I made my first baby quilt that was completely finished, done correctly, and that's whenever I started to really enjoy quilting. And it came out right. That baby quilt is still around. So that baby quilt is still around, and I went and grabbed it real quick. And I think it came out pretty well for not having a pattern and just kind of guessing my way through it. And it's still here, it's still intact. I added a little bit of hand quilting around the edges with these little hearts. And I was really proud of this one, and I enjoyed the entire process. I added her little name and birth weight. Her name's Lila Wren, so that's my second daughter. And this was my first quilting success. And I fell in love with the whole process at this point. And you can see I was still piecing things together. Because I wasn't using patterns, I was just going along with whatever I could, trying to piece it as I went. And I still love this quilt. My daughter still loves the quilt. So I would say that that's whenever my true love for quilting started. And that she is now 7, so that's about 7 years ago. And yeah, so now that I'm here on YouTube, I would love to share more with you guys. Videos are easy because you can just talk like you're talking to a friend, and that's what I love to do. So I'm going to share with you a little bit today. Here's my sewing space. I'm not showing you the whole room because I'm still organizing a lot of it. This is my sewing desk. Here's a little cabinet I found holding some of my fabric, and my daughter's sewing machine is up there. My machine is right here. It's a Juki. I'll turn the camera. It's a Juki and I love it. It's simple. It's got nothing fancy on it. Just a straight stitch, but it's a strong workhorse machine. So I love that. And I'm going to show you what I've been sewing this week. So I started my fall quilt. You can see right here I have a whole stack of blocks. I started my farm quilt this week. I've made a fall quilt in the past, but I sold it and I didn't really have anything with warm fall colors. And so because of that, I'm actually doing 2 quilts this month and really excited about it. So I will put the link of the type of quilt this is and the pattern where you can get it. It's super cute. It's got pumpkins, it's got stars, it's even got a large truck for pumpkins in the quilt. So here are some of my blocks. A lot of these fabrics came from Hawthorne Supply Company and they're really pretty. Honestly, whenever I bought the fabric last year, I wasn't sure I was even going to use it. I just liked how it looked. Whenever I got it, I was like, oh shoot, what am I going to use this for? I don't typically sew with these colors, right? They're a little more mature. I use a lot of like cutesy pastels with little children or fruit and flowers. And so these were really out of my usual buys. Look at how pretty those stripes are. You see? So good. They're so good. And so I kept them in my fabric cabinet, hoping that I would find a project to use. And this year, here they come. And these really cute pumpkins. Here's another one. This print it's a linen and it has like a gold or a shimmery thread in it. It's so nice. It's a little tricky to work with because the linen does pull in different directions. It's not as simple to work with as just straight cotton, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful rust color. I got this at Hobby Lobby in a set of fat quarters, and whenever I got them home, I was like, they're so beautiful. I had to go buy another set. So I'm using them for this special project. And here's some art gallery fabrics. I believe this is from Sharon, Holland. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. But those are my pumpkins. And then they're paired with these. Oh wait, let me show you a couple more because I didn't show you this print yet. So pretty. This is also from Hobby Lobby. It's like a light minty, dusty mint color. Super cute. And then, I'm not sure if I showed you this pretty plaid. Look at how cute that is. The rust, the orange, so nice. They complement each other so well. And then I've got the stars to go along in this quilt. Look at how pretty, right? Don't they just go so well together? Here's some Riley Blake fabric. And it's just perfectly fall. And I don't have any of these colors in my house, except for the creams, but I really am happy with this. And it's going to look beautiful in my living room. I just can't wait to have these up. So this week I'll be making the big truck that goes into the quilt and piecing the whole thing together. So I was pretty successful this week with sewing. I also had another sewing project that I'm working on for Art Gallery Fabrics, and it's a secret project, so I can't show that to you guys, but it did take a bit of time this week. And hopefully in the next month or two, I can show that to you guys. Another thing that I've been working on, and there's no pattern for this. I'm hoping to make a pattern for this. This is my own design. And I've just got it here pinned to my, one of my stitching presses that I've been selling in my Etsy shop. But I like to pin whatever I'm working on because it's cotton and it's nice and sturdy. I've been making this pumpkin and I went ahead and made the shapes for it. So I will be sharing these. Well, that even looks cute too without the centerpiece. But I have these beautiful Moda fabrics that I bought, and they're perfectly fall. I think the line just came out this month. So I snagged those up real quick. And I just got the 5-inch stacker because I don't need a ton of orange. I don't usually sew with it, but it was perfect for this project. And I made a little pumpkin leaf. So I'm hoping to have this finished and completely sewn. And I'm even making a little embroidery, which if you follow me on Instagram, you saw what I posted this weekend. Because it's going to be a banner for my living room. And it's pretty nostalgic, and I'll tell you guys the story whenever it's done. But I'm planning to go ahead and make it a downloadable pattern so that you can make one also. It's just so sweet. And my daughter saw it this morning and she was like, "Where did you get this? Who sent it to you? Where did you buy it from?" And I was like, "That is mine." I made that and I'm pretty proud of it. So this is what we got going on. You can look out for that pattern soon. Maybe, I'm not going to promise the date because I'm kind of like not techie. So if ever I'm dragging my feet on doing something, it's because I'm trying to figure it out on the computer. I'm not good with computers. So usually I need my husband's help. But anyway, I'm not sure if you've seen, but I have new stitching presses in the shop. You see my little logo there. If you don't know what a stitching press is, I haven't fully like given a whole video on these, but they are mini ironing boards that I have next to my sewing machine. And you can see it goes right here and they look beautiful. You can hold your patterns on them and pin them on like this, but also they're really sturdy. They're lightweight, about 2 pounds. So you can easily throw this in a tote. You can take it with you. You can take it off your desk if it's taking too much space and prop it up if you need to, you know, get it out of the way. But these have been such a lifesaver for me. My sewing space is currently shared with my husband and his workstation. He works from home. So having the big ironing board out was just constantly in the way. We're constantly having to move it over. And you know how long quilt blocks can take, right? So I needed the ironing board out and it just wasn't working. So I was like, I need something small where I can just press these tiny little squares together. And this is what I created. It's sturdy. It's 100% cotton. I'm not going to tell you everything that's in there because I'm pretty proud of it and I don't really want it copied by anyone, honestly. But the bottom has this non-skid. It's completely level and straight. It's sturdy with the wood inside. It has oak, so it's a block of oak. Whenever I press on here, I can steam directly on it, and none of the heat comes through the bottom, none of it. So all of my surfaces have been safe. I'll even try to steam as much as I can and feel the bottom, and none of the heat comes through. So it's really safe for your sewing spaces, your kitchen table, your sewing desk, whatever you need it on. I love, love, love my stitching presses, and I've been making more and more, posting them on my Etsy. And if you have a certain fabric that you want displayed in your sewing space, send me a message and I'll get that for you and I'll make it. So these are available and I have new patterns coming out. And you know what? I can show you what fabrics I'm going to use next. 1 second. Okay, are you ready? These are so cute. So Sharon Holland came out with a new collection, and it's with Art Gallery Fabrics. This collection is called, let me see if I can find it. It's called Bookish. And these are the fabrics that I got for the next set of stitching presses in my shop. Look at how gorgeous they are. It's not just for fall, it's for all year long. Look at how pretty. So it's got corals and light pinks, greens. The drawn florals are like my favorite design. I love whenever they're mixed with like the sketched design along with the fuller flowers. So pretty. And then of course I had to get the little books. So I will also be covering some stitching presses with this design, also a part of the Bookish collection. So I will be putting those up and together this week. If you want one, let me know. I can put one aside for you, but I'm pretty sure that people are going to love these. So go check out my Etsy shop. It's going to be there this week. Send me a message, put a like if you like them. I'm really, really excited about this. So, one more thing I want to share with you guys. So I just got something really fun in the mail. Really expecting to be able to work with this company because I have smaller counts of followers, which is really frustrating because I try to post as much as I can. Anyway, a partnership with Oliso Home, and they're going to offer one of these really cute, very handy mini irons that I'm going to be able to pair in a giveaway with my stitching press. So I will be offering one of these sets, stitching press and mini iron, in my Instagram as a giveaway, and maybe I should offer it here too. Okay, I will tell you guys exactly where to find these. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. You can always see what I'm doing on my blog. And then, of course, here, follow me on YouTube, because this is going to be an awesome giveaway. And, I mean, it doesn't get better than this. These are just such great irons, and you need one of these at your sewing desk. So make sure to follow me. Don't miss any updates. And that is a full week of what's been going on in my sewing space. What I plan to do here on YouTube is to show testing patterns, to show what I'm working on, my own projects. A lot of times I like to just go off the cuff and create things, maybe reverse engineering something and creating it myself for my own space. I love to do that. That's one of my favorite things, is just making something original. So that's what I'll be sharing here. If you have any requests on a pattern that you would like for me to sew together, send it to me. If you make patterns, send them to me. I would be happy to sew them up and display them here on my YouTube. And I'm happy to be here with you guys, finally on YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. My name is Jasmine, and make sure to follow me, and I'll see you next time.